revealing why they're flocking to internet social networks like Myspace. Parents are telling you why they took their kids off them. And an expert is showing you the hidden dangers that could put your child at risk. All that and the hot topics you want to hear, coming up live on The View.
Millions of kids are flocking to online social networks like Myspace to share stuff like pictures, music, and their personal profiles with people. So today we're finding out the hidden dangers that lurk on these networks and why young people are flocking to them. I want to welcome all of my guests and start, Rachel, with you. You were 16 years old, right, and here's your mom, Carrie. You started a profile on myspace.com, correct?
Yeah.
What was on that profile? Why did you want to do it?
I wanted to do it because my friends all had one, and they just said, oh, it's so fun. You could see all the other friends' pictures and see what they like. And on my profile, I had my first name, and then my favorite movies, TV, and like pictures of things me and my friends have done.
So it's just a way of connecting with kids rather than use the phone or whatever. Could anybody get on that page if they wanted to?
I like set up a security limit, and you had to be from the ages like 15 to 18, and you had to live in my area to be able to talk to me.
What about personal information on you? What stuff did you put on about you other than just your first name?
Yeah, I
and
just,
your town?
that's all, just my first name.
Okay. So now you're getting emails. That's how your friends communicate from people that you know. Then you got an email from somebody you didn't know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what did that email say?
Well, I got an email, and it said, I met you at a camp last year, and let's get together sometime and do something. And I didn't know who he was, and he had no information on his profile or anything. Like, the email had no information, just the email itself. And then I didn't write him back, and then a few weeks later, I got another email from the same person, and I opened it up, and there's a picture of his private parts. And so I shut it. I was just kind of like, whoa, and I just closed the email, and it said something underneath the picture, but I didn't read it. I shut it off. So.
Okay, so Rachel, let me take you back. Remember I asked you what personal information was on the site. You said your name and just where you were from. How did he say he met you at a camp?
Because my pictures, I had a picture of me and my girlfriends, and it was, this is us at this camp last year. You know, it was really fun.
So he used that information to make you believe that he had been at the camp.
Absolutely.
Carrie, I mean, I see the shock on your face now just hearing it right here in the studio. How did you feel right then, and what did you do when you realized this picture came into her email?
Well, I didn't find out about it till a little bit later because, as she said, my parents would have freaked.
And did you?
Yeah, because I kind of thought we were doing all the right things. I mean, we had our computer centrally located. It's in our family room. We have lots of security systems and filters on the computer. And, you know, we've taught the kids about, you know, kind of good internet safety. My husband even works for a company that promotes internet safety. So I felt like we, you know, had talked about it and were, you know.
And she was being cautious.
Yeah.
But she was being cautious. It wasn't like she was being careless, but it's just something as small as at camp last year.
But you're also, when you said you only were allowing a certain age group to respond to your profile or access to your profile, anybody could claim they're that age and get in to see that profile,
and that's how they did it.
Problem.
They said they lived in my area and my age. Like they said, they've changed their profile somehow.
Caroline, I want to switch over to your story. You're here with your mom, Kathy. You're 15, and you did have a profile on MySpace for a while, but then you took it off because your mom was really concerned about it. It spooked her out, essentially, hearing some of the stories about predators, I guess. But you're here to say, basically, you think it's a good thing and that people are overreacting and that most kids like it. What is it about this that makes it so attractive to kids your age?
It's really fun, and you're able to contact people like your friends and build close relationships with them.
You can pick up a phone, can't you?
Yes, but it's not the same in some weird way. It's just different.
Now, all the kids seem to, at your school, because I read you wrote some notes for us to help us along with this, they think that it's safe, don't they?
Yes, there's a thing on MySpace that lets you make your profile private if you're 14 or 15. And so that only people you approve can see it.
Okay. And Kathy, so then you approve all the people supposedly that are seeing it. And Kathy, I know you actually monitored some of Caroline's, all the things that kind of went through and checked her emails. Were there things on there that struck a nerve and made you a little nervous that you saw as a parent?
Sure. Well, I think Caroline was very careful, and she did have an approved list of people that were able to get onto her site. But the things that concern me, I think that the girls sometimes make comments that seem innocent enough, and they are inadvertently giving out information that people can use. For instance, if they put pictures up of themselves with their friends at the beach or at a party, and then their friends can come on and look at the picture and make comments, fun comments back and forth to each other. But they sometimes will call each other by name. They'll say, you know, oh, Susie looks cute in the pink dress, and then you can look at the picture and see which one is Susie. And then if you go back and scroll back maybe a week or two ago, you can figure out other information, or somebody will say, tomorrow we're all going to be at the mall, or you know, that's the thing that concerned me most, is that when you start...
That's what happened to Rachel. Inadvertently, she puts down the camp, and the next thing you know, this kid sends a picture.
On mine, like, you can write down comments on their page, and like my friends did, I'm on the soccer team, and they would say, when's your next game? Like, where is it at? What time? And I would write back, yeah, it's here at this time. And anyone could look at that information and be there.
And as much as you control your information, there's no way to control what they're writing too.
And also, if your other
you.
friends are on MySpace and they don't have as many controls or safeties on their profile, then they can give out information inadvertently about their friendship group.
And they can also put your picture, your child's picture, on their website.
Exactly.
So if your child's at a party and a picture gets taken.
We actually have an internet expert, Regina Lewis, who's in the audience with us. Regina, you heard Caroline talk about how kids are using this really as a replacement for the phone. How big is this?
It's really big. They've got 70 million users currently. That's 270,000 new ones every day. So as we sit here, imagine a ticker with registrations, about 80% over the age of 18. That means 20%, newsflash, under the age of 18. But it's really about self-expression. I mean,
isn't it supposed to be for kids, though?
Well, they will argue no. But newsflash, young kids are going, because since when did you not want to be where the older kids are? And it's really about personal expression. I mean, when we decorated our lockers, it's your favorite song list, it's how many signatures you can get in your yearbook. You know, since when has that not been a good thing? So I think the draw is important. Where it changes, and this is what concerns me, is what's the premise? Why are you doing it? If you are doing it to meet people, careful what you wish for, because who are you meeting?
But then that is the question. Why are you doing it? Are you doing it to meet people? I mean, or is it just for your friends?
It's more of to find your friends. I switched to a new school, and I was able to find some of the members of my class that I'd seen in school, and I was able to build relationships with them was where it started.
Regina, let me also ask you this. I mean, we're hearing a lot of teens saying they're making these rooms private, their sites private, thinking, okay, this is more safe now, but you're saying that this may not be the case, right?
Well, privacy and the internet, private and the internet don't really, as a theme, go together. Also, when you register for MySpace, if your birth date makes you 14 or 15, yes, you have those controls. If it doesn't, i.e. you're 16 or up, all bets are off. You have less control. Now, I spoke with the founder and CEO about this, and I said, Brent, you've got to be under some pressure to beef up these controls.
What are they doing? We want to be very clear, because they are doing some changes.
Oh, absolutely. They hired a former federal prosecutor. They've got people working around the clock on this. They really, really get it. Interestingly, they said in many ways it's self-policing. I'm sure you guys have seen this. Nobody wants, especially kids, MySpace to be bad, so they turn in bad people to say, I don't like this photo. The trick is, and I think, Rachel, you said this when you were approached by someone, you know, the bad guys are good at being bad. So when he said, I know you from camp, you got to second guess stuff like that.
Also, I know MySpace is doing something else. They put in monitors for some of the rooms so that when the kids are in certain chat rooms,
and
that you can monitor
But
that.
can we get to the bottom line here? Should parents say no or watch it carefully? I mean, what are you supposed to do?
I think it's a great question. We've all been talking about this on and off camera. I think we don't want to play defense. You know, it's naive to think this is going away. I mean, Caroline, you're really tech savvy. You've got other web pages, etc. I think this will play a big role in upcoming presidential elections. It's a good thing, but we've got to have this conversation and put it in context. Don't use it as a calendar. I'm really glad you brought that up, because the bottom line is it's good until somebody traces you down offline. That's when it becomes dangerous. And I think everybody's got to keep that in the back of their head.
And bottom line, know what your kids are doing and talk to them about it.
If you've got a page, make it part of your weekly routine. Hey, let's check out your page. Lean into it. Congratulate them for the good things on the page. Pull down the stuff that's not.
Our thanks to Carrie and Rachel and Kathy and Caroline for coming here. Thank you very much. Thanks to all of our guests. We'll be right back.